And welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Although it looks like my volume may be really high up. Russ, could you maybe adjust that down on the soundboard there? Hey everyone, welcome to our broadcast. I'm Kimberly Mann. This is Russell Mann. And we
Hi
are
everyone.
here from TAMT Homes. We're going to talk about if I can get this going right. Sorry for the late start. First of all, let's start with that. Really sorry for the late start. But we actually did go out on our boat for a little bit, but then when we got back, the computer here, we kind of did push it to the end, and the computer was not ready to go. The whole computer had shut itself down. That's not a good situation. Not good at all. But I can see we've got some people who are watching tonight, so welcome to our show. Tonight's topic is love of water, and what does love of water mean? Well, here's what's interesting is that water is one of those things that has a severe impact on pretty much everything we do.
It does?
Absolutely. If you don't drink enough water, you have issues.
I don't drink water.
Yeah, you don't drink much water. You actually do drink more water than you realize. Do you know how I know?
Oh.
Because every drink you have just about has ice in it. And ice is just frozen water.
True.
So you actually drink way more water than you even want to admit to. Russ does not like drinking water, and he thinks it has an adverse effect on his body. I think that means there's something screwed up with his body if he can't drink water. I don't think that's too bad of a... I mean, I think that's a pretty good analysis. I still can't find my coaster. What's wrong with this? Ugh. Tonight, I am... Okay, this is Mango Peach, and I've got my crisp apple backup for it, and Russ is just on Coke Zero. He's just on Coke Zero, and I think I need to come down here again and dust. Haven't been down here too much recently. Oh, good gracious. I still have our countdown timer over top of our faces, or over top of your face. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so, yeah, it's been a really, really busy week. What's your week been like, Russ?
Busy.
Doing what?
I can't remember. What was I doing?
Don't expect me to do it for you. That's your job to remember what you do. What did you do? What have you done this week?
My brain's fried.
Is that because we were out on the boat?
I don't know. What have I been doing? I know I've been busy.
Well, since we don't know what Russ has been doing, let's talk about what I've been doing.
Did I get an accepted offer?
No, you did not.
No, I didn't.
No, you did not get an accepted offer. I have a new listing. I have a second new listing that's going live tomorrow. And I got an accepted offer on my Spring Street. Since we last spoke, Spring Street was available last week. That condo's off the market now.
Yep.
We got an accepted offer on that. That's going towards a great closing. Two new listings this week. We've got another one coming Monday, another one coming Wednesday, and a fifth one coming Friday.
Wow.
Yep.
Every other day.
Every other day next week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Every other day a listing.
Yep. So we've got those all planned out. Four of them are value priced, where they are under 150. All four of them are under 150,000, and the other one is not a value price property. It's a luxury property. So
it is, yeah. It's really nice. So
if you're in a move up buyer situation, like if you're ready to move up because you need more space, this actually could be the house for them.
Yeah.
All right, I needed a little bit of that. My whistle needed to be wetted a bit. But love of water. What does love of water have to do with real estate? Because the reason we chose some of these topics is because we did a whole bunch of videos last year. And we thought, well, why don't we take each of those videos and we'll expand on it? And love of water was really just us talking about how much we love the water.
We do. We love being out on the lake down the river.
You look like it. Your face is like... We love being on the river, going on the lake. It's like Eeyore talking about something.
Yes, I'm so happy.
So, yeah, in fact, during COVID last year...
We enjoy going out on the lake and down the river if it's too choppy on the lake.
Which it was today.
It was a bit today. Because we only have a small boat. A bigger boat, we could handle it, but...
Buy more houses, we'll buy a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We'll buy a bigger boat anyway, but that's not the issue. The issue is not whether you buy more houses.
We have a small enough boat that we can go down the river if it is a bit gnarly out. on the lake.
Like today, we anchored
Yeah.
up a bit,
Yeah.
went up the river, anchored up a bit.
I did a bit of fishing. Kimberly made a phone call, and yeah,
I also took video of the train.
of the train that went past. That was cool.
Yeah, we've been underneath this railroad bridge a number of times on the boat and have never seen.
I've never seen it turn round because it can actually turn round that bridge.
Correct, but we've never even seen the train. We've never
Yeah,
even seen the
that's
train go
true.
over the bridge while we were on the boat.
Yeah.
And today, for the first time, we actually were sitting right there, and a train went over that bridge. So that was kind
Yeah.
of fun. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, definitely cool. Let's just check and make sure. We do have some viewers on every single channel here. Nobody talking yet, but every single person is watching. So we got a lot of voyeurs out there. So our love of water, though, has a lot to do with just how we are. Like,
Yeah.
we live in a city that's really near Lake Michigan. I mean, it's on Lake Michigan, and we actually live in a house that's very near Lake Michigan, which is
Yeah,
great because we're really close to
really
our
close.
marina.
We
We're like a
often
5-minute
take
drive.
the dog for a walk down to the lake.
Yep.
And we often, we go down to the marina to our boat, and we sometimes just go down there to walk the dog round the marina.
Yeah, because it's a
which
nice
is
walk.
It's a really nice walk, and the people are really nice there, so we
Yep.
get to know a lot of people.
Yep. So that's kind of cool, but we really love water, and I think one of the reasons maybe you and I have both been drawn to this area is because of water. But water is essential to man. It makes up, what is it, like 80% of our body or something is made of water,
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like
So
that.
you got to drink a lot of water to make sure you're staying hydrated. And so drink your water, folks. But water has a really big impact on transactions as well. Like, for example, waterfront properties generally, depending on where they are on the water, generally will sell for more money.
Yeah.
In fact, but what's interesting is that
However, water in your property will sell
So-
for less.
exactly. So water has a big impact on your property. However,
Or bad plumbing, that will sell for less as well.
that's water related, definitely.
Yes.
Plumbing is related to water.
Uh-huh.
And, there was a time in our history when, not mine and yours so much, but there was a time in American history and British history when, indoor plumbing, not such a big deal.
Mhm.
But nowadays, kind of a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure if you don't have indoor plumbing, you have a problem.
Yeah.
Which is why, but our love of water also comes in play in like some of the stuff that we do, not just going out on our boat, but last year, other years we've actually taken cruises. We've gone on cruises,
We love cruising, snorkeling,
snorkeling, diving, stuff like that.
swimming.
Yep.
We just love being out in the water.
So I'd kind of be interested to know what you guys love and what are your favorite water sports. Like, for example, there's a water sport that I used to be able to do it when I was a child and was apparently really good. There's actually like photographs of me doing this water sport as a child and looking pretty good at it. But then as a
What water
older
sport
teenager,
was that?
as an older teenager, I tried it again because I hadn't done it for years and years and years, and flat on my face. Could not do it.
What was it?
Water skiing.
Oh,
When I was a kid, my dad used to work at a camp every summer because he was a pastor. So he'd work at a camp, and one of the perks of him working at this camp in the summer times was that we as the family got to come up with him. So I was like this little kid, this like 4, 5, 6-year-old. Wasn't going to camp myself, but my mom, my dad, my sister, we were all there and got to participate in certain things.
Stuff.
Yeah, like water skiing and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I actually was a pretty good water skier when I was 4, 5, and 6.
I learnt to water ski in the south of France. The British Army was there they was doing like rest and recuperation from their posting in Germany, and so they had all the equipment there, and I was a young teenager, and they took me out and showed me how to ski.
Yeah,
It was really cool.
and yet now you can't ski for anything.
No, because I've got a bad leg, and that gives way every time.
Yeah, you kind of do have to have a good knee
Yeah.
if you're going to be a water skier. So instead, we do swimming and we do snorkeling when we're in a place where we can snorkel.
Yeah,
He has plans to clean our boat by snorkeling this summer.
yeah.
Snorkel, get under the boat with a brush.
Hmm.
Good job. Go for it.
Anchor it up, and
Yep.
yeah.
Exactly. Get it a bit cleaned up. But yeah. So our love of water, I mean, we like to go cruising. We love living in a city that's near the water because
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I just get rejuvenated by looking at water.
We want to get that tube out on the water as well.
I
We have a
know.
big tube.
We have a
As soon
big
as
tube.
it's a bit warmer.
Yeah, because the thing is, when you take a tube out with a ski boat like we have, you definitely want to. You want the water to be warm enough so that when you come off the tube, because that's an inevitability, when you come off the
Yeah.
tube, that you actually are okay with landing in the water. A couple of weekends ago when we were out, I put my hand in the water, and it was funny because there was that guy. There was another boat parked up near us, and
There was a few of us anchored up in
yeah,
the
there were a
bay.
few of us anchored up in this little cove, and one of them was a group of like young adults, and one guy was actually standing in the water because it's a very shallow area. You can just stand there. He was standing in the water like waist deep, and I had my suit on, and I thought, oh, it must be. I mean, he was just standing in there, and he was in there for like a long, long time, and just kind of chilling and talking to his friends and everything. I thought, oh, maybe I should go in the water because it's clearly a lot warmer than I thought it was. I put my hand in the water, and it was like 50 degrees. It was not. I was like, it was almost, my hand almost cramped up just putting my hand in the water. And I was like, how the heck is this guy standing in the water? Like it's nobody's business. It was like, this is crazy. I couldn't understand that at all. I'm testing out some of my buttons here, and none of them are doing what I want them to do, which is, I'm going to have to do this manually. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Just to remind people, we are Kimberly and Russell Mann of Shore West Realtors and TAMT Homes.
We are.
And you guys just got to see flashes of other stuff because I was trying. I thought I had hotkeys figured out for it.
You do normally.
No, not for this thing. I don't have a hotkey set for it. And I do need to have a hotkey set for it, I think. But, so yeah, love of water. But have you had a transaction recently that was kiboshed by water?
Well, technically one that's being kiboshed at the moment.
But not because of water,
Well,
per se.
it's due to
Plumbing,
plumbing.
but
One of the defects.
is it that the plumbing is just
Very
old?
low pressure and
Oh, so lack of water.
corrosion. Yeah, a bit of lack of water.
Okay. Yeah, that one looks like it's falling apart because the
Yeah.
sellers don't want to do anything to fix it. They seem to have an unrealistic viewpoint of the
Yeah,
marketplace.
see, I mean, we've actually discussed this before. This as is, somebody selling something as is. It's as is, so we're not fixing anything. There's no such thing as is.
That doesn't mean my buyer has to buy it
No.
if they find out it's a crappy property.
So after inspection, when faults come up, well, if you don't want our money,
Well, it's not our money, but if you don't want our clients' money, that's fine.
yeah,
But you don't get to say as is and we take your money.
yeah,
It doesn't go both ways.
no.
So, I mean, our broadcast tonight was really more about just talking about what do people love, and I was really hoping that I would
So
see
what do you
some
love
of our...
about water? Do you like swimming? Do you like just being near it? I love fishing as well, so I like to be near the water, not necessarily in it.
And I'm not seeing any comments on here, so it's kind of hard for us to kind of do our interactive thing, which is what I was hoping we would do this week because that's kind of normal. But yeah, it kind of looks like we're going to have a really short broadcast tonight, Russ. Because we were talking about what we love to do, but
Yeah.
nobody else is talking about what they love to do.
Well, let's
Do you
talk
love the
about my
water?
fishing then, because I've just been brought onto the board of the Kenosha Sports Fishing and Conservation
Sure, go ahead.
Association.
You talk
So,
about that.
So that's about water, and each year they raise like 42,000, or they don't raise them; they're given by the DNR, and we rear them for 2 to 3 weeks before they get released into Lake Michigan. So those 42,000 Chinook salmon that we released this year, they'll return to the Root River and to the Pike River in Kenosha. They'll return there in 4-5 years, fully grown.
So that's kind of what you like to do with water,
Yeah.
the fishing thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And my parents live on water because my mom absolutely loves it. So maybe it's something I get from my parents.
I love fishing up at your mum's as well.
Yep. All right. So anything else you want to talk about with this Kenosha sport fishing?
Well, we have our annual general meeting on Monday, and I'm up for election for the post of treasurer. So
Anything else that's important to talk about with that group?
what they're doing at the moment, we have the Kingfish game that's coming up that they want people to sign up for. You have to sign up by June 9th, and the game is on July 18th, and it's $20 for the game and all you can eat food like hot dogs, burgers, drinks for an hour prior to the game. So it's just ballpark food, as much as you want, all for that $20. Or you can pay for $15. You get into the game and you get a free hat, a Kingfish hat.
So with
it
the
should be a
food, you
good
get a
game.
hat and the food.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for the 20 you just get the food. For the 15 you get the hat.
Oh, see, I think I'd rather do the 15 and get the hat.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a hat because the hat you can have for the hat you can hold on
you
for.
can always buy a burger anyway.
Right, or eat before you go.
Yeah.
Have
So
some-
yeah, it should be a good day out. It's I think.
Yeah, because for $5 I could eat as much as I want at the ballpark. I don't really eat a lot of ballpark food,
no, I don't either.
so
So that should be a good day out, and the proceeds, some of the proceeds from those tickets will go towards the Kenosha Sports Fishing and Conservation Association. So it'll, help us do the work that we do. We help get kids involved in fishing. We provide them with free rods and reels. Once a year we have normally have a get together, and we dish out rods and reels to the kids. They're all donated, and we get them into fishing. And so it's a really good organisation. We do generally. Pre-COVID, we used to get together and do fly tying. So every week throughout the winter, so we'd tie all these flies, and it's a really good club to get involved with. So we want to attract more people.
yeah, because it's a lot of fun for you guys.
Mhm.
I mean, you guys have a lot of fun, but I think a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know about it.
No, a lot of people don't know, and we meet. We have talks. People come to give a talk on different aspects of fishing. Sometimes it'll be a skipper, a captain of a charter boat will come down and talk about, what they do, where the fishing is good and stuff like that.
Didn't last time there was somebody that came in? It wasn't anything to do with fishing per se, but it was a Kenosha thing. They were talking about like
they was
doing a
talking
bicycle
about
bar or
down
something.
at the harbour, and like the bicycle bar that goes round, and also about like pedalo ducks and stuff like that in the harbour.
Oh, so that was
and
about
they
water
teach
then.
canoeing. They
So it's
teach
not
canoeing down
strictly
there as
about
well for the
about
kids.
sport fishing. It's also
No.
about conservationism
With the
and
other
the water
side of it,
and
yeah, we have talks on a number of different aspects to do with water. I mean, Kenosha Sports Fishing and Conservation Association were the people that actually got involved and got the life rings down at the Kenosha Marina.
okay.
We're the ones that started that movement to provide it, and now we have life rings down at the harbour.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
so
Yeah, I mean, we've had people watching, but nobody seems to want to weigh in on what they love about water or what they love to do maybe instead of water. If they don't love water, maybe they love the desert. Some people do. But nobody seems to be weighing in on it. So,
I like water with hops because that makes beer.
yeah. So I'm not sure that it takes a lot more than just water to make beer and hops.
And hops and yeast.
And usually another grain as well.
No,
It's usually, I
That's
thought it was
it.
like hops and barley.
it
Or
could
something.
be.
I'm pretty sure it's two
beer.
different.
I
Yeah.
just like beer.
Yeah, I don't like beer, and yet I know a little more about it than he does. Ironic.
I just drink it.
Not very often. You make it sound like you do. You drink cider way more often than beer.
I drink cider over here way more, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
do
don't
like-
drink beer
I
in the
drink
UK
lager
even.
sometimes in the UK.
Very
I drink
rarely.
Carlsberg or...
Very rarely when we went out. You usually had a really good cider when we went out.
Yeah, because they do really good ciders in the UK.
Oh, now we are completely off the topic of water,
Yeah.
and that has
And on to
nothing to do with
alcohol.
our. It's down to a different kind of topic. But yeah, since nobody seems to be talking tonight, I think we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast because the purpose of this was to get people talking about their love for water or what they loved about water, and they're just not here tonight. So hopefully you guys have had a really great day and you're just really busy. We have had people watching, but it just doesn't tell us who or what or what's going on. So anyway, we are going to sign off for now. Thanks so much for joining us. A little bit shorter tonight, but you know what? You can catch us every night, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. And that is on whatever channel you're seeing us on right now. This is where we broadcast on a regular basis every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. So whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, I'm still trying to figure out if I can get onto Instagram, but it doesn't seem to let us do that. So if Instagram opens up a little bit, that'd be awesome. YouTube, Twitch, 3 places on Facebook, and I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 different channels. So join us next week, next Thursday, and we will
What's the
see
subject next week?
I'll have to post it. You'll have to wait and see, folks. Check out the page later, and you'll be able to see what it is, our subject next week, because we're starting a new month. Even though we're already in June, because June didn't start at the beginning of this week, it's not really a new month. So we're going to be starting a new month next week. So we will talk to you then. Thanks so much for joining us, bye, guys.
Bye,
and
bye.
Bye for now.